So Facebook. Okay, so Facebook, we getting y'all back on another system. We won't go back on my page because it ain't working. Instagram, so Instagram, the crash, they haven't said what caused the crash yet, but we'll figure that out together as well. So let's see. All right, y'all, so we're on Facebook now. I appreciate y'all for coming in. So if you're on Facebook, I want to let you know we are celebrating. First of all, I do apologize for the inconvenience with the lives. I'm new to this, with the whole watch party and all that stuff, so I'm not 100% sure what went down with that. But I was getting information over here from Instagram, that Facebook wouldn't allow them to share. People want to share. So I appreciate y'all for coming back in. I apologize for the delay. We did start at 8:35, so yeah, I was 5 minutes late. But all this other stuff, blase. We're representing for Biggie Smalls tonight, with our black brim, dressing all black like the Omen. It is what it is. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me tonight. We've already talked about the situation that happened with the Boeing airplane, the 747 MAX 8. It went down to Ethiopia. We went over that. 157 people have been reported deceased. There's 350 of those aircrafts out that are circling. Like 350 of those are actually in use. The Southwest Airlines as well as American Airlines, they have those actual things still going. Forgot to tell you on the last one before we got messed up or whatever. One of the individuals that was on the plane that crashed in Ethiopia was from Georgetown. He was a Georgetown student, so we are keeping the Hoyas lifted in prayer during this time, as they mourn the loss of one of theirs of that school. We talked about Jennifer Lopez. Thanks, Jenny. We love you here at Ethnically Speakin. Boom. So, everybody knows it's a big growing debate. It's hot on the block. Everybody want to smoke pot. It is what it is. If anybody in America, the biggest thing that everybody's talking about is pot. Okay? Everybody want to smoke a little drink, they want to smoke a little marijuana. It is what it is. It's a way of life. Some people can't live without, some people can, it is what it is. Take a sip. So, long story short, if you are watching the sports world, you know what we're about to talk about. But before we talk about it, I just don't know what to say about Antonio Brown. Like, bruh, if you guys saw, we're rocking the black hats for Biggie tonight, but if you guys saw his interview that he did, where he said, he said there and talked what we like to call cash shit. Cash money shit? Yeah, that's what he said there and talked at that interview. Cash money shit is what he was talking. And got his ass traded. Bruh, bow out. If you felt that way about what me personally, I would rather just not deal with the embarrassment of that situation within itself. Yeah. Boom. Find out. I personally would not want to deal with that. So, he got shipped out, bro. Like my grandmother used to say, seal your lips. You got there, did all that talking, you can't. So, congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. You have received Antonio Brown, yes. So, let's just jump to it. David Irving on his Instagram. So, he was like, bruh, I'm quitting the NFL. If I can't smoke my tree and y'all want to do all that bullshit, I'm quitting. I'm done with it. Basically is what he said. Basically is what, indefinitely, I think means forever. But, if it means something else, please let me know. But I think indefinitely means forever. So, I know you're like, why is he quitting the NFL? Because he want to smoke weed. If you don't know, he was, he was suspended. He's received 2 separate 4-game suspensions in his career. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did not go and look to see when this dude started playing. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know because I don't follow the Cowboys, okay? That's not what I do. I don't look at the Cowboys. I don't worry nothing about the Cowboys. I have Cowboy fans on my page. Hi, how are y'all? So, the first violation he ever got was for violating the league's head policy, and the second violation was the league's substance abuse policy, and that was again, that's what got him suspended last week for violating that policy again. So he violated the substance abuse policy. I mean, that's basically saying you can't have any substance in your body that are controlled, that are not, prescribed by the doctor. You can't have any of that, in your possession. It makes sense. Come on now, you on the field. I mean, my homeboy played for the Redskins, said he got drunk. So if y'all ever have questions to why y'all teams ain't doing nothing, your players are telling it. You got one that want to take shots of Henny before he go on the field to play. Then you got one that want to smoke his shit before he jump out. You can't be under the influence playing a sport. Sports to me was hard. All I knew was, hurt somebody. So football was good. I didn't like the practice, but whatever. You can't do that, bruh. So y'all teams, now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. They told you. He was like, I will Kaepernick myself before they Kaepernick my ass. So basically saying what I'll do is I'll leave before they start basically badgering my name and, taking money out of my pocket. And here's something else that's funny. Dude has only made a total of $3.6 million since he's been in the NFL. Homeboy was like, I don't even have $1 million. Like, so let me ask you a question, sir. And let me ask y'all a question. I want to ask, this is a serious question. So, over 5 seasons, he's earned a total, reportedly, that's what they said, $3.6 million. Over 5 seasons, he's earned $3.6 million. And dude said he ain't even got $1 million. Okay. I know it's possible. It's very possible. But here's my thing. When you look at the bigger picture, he did make sense when he said, I'll take myself out of the league before I let them do me. Before y'all do me, I'm gone. Bye. And I feel you on that, bro. I totally get that now that I said it out loud. But I'm thinking, bro, I haven't made $300,000 in the last 10 years. Okay? let's just be real. I may have made 100,000, but shit. Damn, that'd be me telling my age. But, no, I ain't telling my age. Shit, I ain't been working 10 years. Shit, I ain't made $300,000 in 10 years. And you made $3.6 million over 5 seasons. Now, I think seasons are like intertwined. Like, what is it, 2.5 years? Seasons? So, homeboy, I don't support that one. I can't support that. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, unless you got something to fall back on, yeah, let me know. But ain't nobody chiming in for you, bro. Not even your Cowboy fans. So yeah, So y'all, I'm glad this is visual because this would be hard to explain if it wasn't. Okay. So my people on Instagram, this is for y'all. Y'all see that? You see that? Look real closely. My people over here on the book. Y'all see that? Tell them to look real closely. So, this is the indictment for Jussie Smollett. Now, here's the thing, guys. This ain't all of it because I wasn't about to use all that paper. This is public record. It's 36 pages. 36 pages. And he has 16 charges of false report of offense. This is what Mr. What's his name? Mr. Jesse Smollett. Let's read it. It's the people of the state of Illinois versus Jesse Smollett. So I have, let's see, I have some a legal analyst coming in. I just gotta see if it's gonna let me add from here. Let's see. We're gonna do it the other way. So I'm gonna see if it'll do it on the other side. We'll see how that works. Cause I can't remember how I did it last time. I don't remember how I did it last time. But we're gonna get into this these good old charges here. The February 2019 grand jury of the Circuit Court of Cook County, the grand jurors chosen, selected, and sworn in for the county of Cook in the state of Illinois in the name and by the authority of the people of the state of Illinois upon their oath present that on or about January 29th and within the county of Cook, Jesse Smollett committed the offense of disorderly conduct. So he received disorderly conduct and they charged him 16 times. Now, here's the thing. I'm trying to get this good old legal information to come in because I know y'all wonder, just like I wonder, how can you charge somebody how can you charge somebody 16 times for the same thing? But we're going to get into that. Here's what happened. It says, in that he knowingly transmitted or caused to be transmitted in any manner to any peace officer, or public employee to which Chicago police offer Muhammad, this is the people's name, hold up. I ain't about to say their names. So, this is what he said. Jesse Smollett reported in person that he was the victim. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm doing laundry. So, Jesse Smollett reported that he was the victim of a battery, a hate crime, and an aggravated battery, reporting that on January 29, 2019, at approximately 2 a.m., on the public way near 341 East Lower Northwest Street in Chicago, Cook County, Illinois, two unknown males dressed in black and one of them whom wore a black mask approached Jesse Smollett, called Jesse Smollett racial and homophobic slurs, and struck Jesse Smollett about the face with their hands, causing bodily harm to Jesse Smollett. And the two unknown males made physical contact of an insulting or provoking nature with Jesse Smollett, pouring an unknown chemical substance onto Jesse Smollett, and Jesse Smollett knew that at the time of this transmission, there was no reasonable ground for believing that such offense had been committed. In violation of 720 Act 5, Section 261A4 of Illinois Completed Statutes Act 1992 as amended and contrary to the statute against the peace and dignity of the same people of the state of Illinois. Count number 1. So he had all of that go down. All of that went down with him. Every one of those, he got 16 of those. 16 counts. Now, I'm not 100% sure how the hell you can charge a person 16 times for the same thing, but you can. So, I didn't know that, but you can. Cook County State's Attorney's Office confirmed the indictment, which they said was returned by a grand jury on Thursday, which was last week. Like I said, it was 36 pages. They have returned 16 felony counts of disorderly conduct for filing a false police report. And it's like he's facing 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, for each count. Excuse me, I could be off. Long story short, he's looking at 64 years in prison. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can add in our legal information list, and we can get into this real quick. Let's see. Well, y'all, I'm damn. If Facebook ain't struck again. So last week when I did the last call, it let me bring people in. This time it's not letting me bring anyone in. I don't understand. But that ain't no problem. We good with that. So basically, they're charging him with 16 counts of freaking, what is it called? Disorderly conduct. And we ask yourself, how can a person, I mean, I know some of you people that's up here on my live, on both of my lives, you guys know people who have been in the court system and who, y'all know people. So, if you know how, please let me know. But other than that, I'm not sure how they can charge him with that. I think it's more so of a situation where, again, the media blew it up. The people who are on the juror, they are people like us. So you go in there with your feelings already into the situation. So like if I don't feel like they're giving him a fair chance, come on, y'all. If that's the case, what's up with these people who cry rape and they haven't been raped? What's up with these people who go and lie and say people did stuff to them like, oh, they broke in my house. They stole my car. What about those false cars? What about those? Can we get on those? It don't make sense, but we're so quick to basically jump on the bandwagon and be like, yeah, he did it, this, that, and the third, and we don't even take time to look at the situation and make, analyze it more than what we do. But this is his indictment. This is his police report. Not his police report. This is his indictment. It was 36 pages. I ain't print all 36 off. But this is what went down with Jussie Smollett. We have to keep y'all updated on. I'm going to keep y'all updated on it, and we're going to just find out exactly why they charged him with 16 counts. Because it's more to it than what we think, bottom line. Okay? Hold on to this, y'all. It's more to it than what we think. Go and give me y'all an update on our good old brother Kels, R. Kelly. Got to keep y'all updated on R. Kelly as well. He did get out of jail after paying his $160,000 child support. See, $160,000. And you got to pay that every month. See? And so, look, I got my good old calculator in front of my hands. So let's do this math, y'all, real quick. So $160,000, and you're supposed to pay child support every month. So, the question we have to figure out is, how much he has to pay her monthly. Because, homeboy just left the NFL after making $3.6 million over 5 seasons for Mary Jane. I mean, damn, bro, you just need to keep you some urine. Keep you some urine. Come on now. Let's be smart about the situation. So, yeah, reportedly, R. Kelly stopped paying his child support because his baby mother, his ex-wife, what's her name? Andrea Kelly, stopped letting him see his kids. So when she stopped letting him see the kids, he stopped paying child support. That sounds like a nigga move. We gonna call it what it is. That's a nigga move. It is what it is. This is ethically speaking. You ain't gonna see my kids. I ain't paying up, but it's okay. Y'all gotta realize, child support is supposed to go for the kids. It's like you saying, oh, I gotta pay you to see my kid. I mean, that logic is so fucked up. It really, really is. But we'll let him go with it. So a little bit more information on my boy Kels, because we gotta respect R. Kelly. He is who he is. Gary Dennis, homeboy who works at a nursing home. So dude works at a nursing home. He's a nursing home assistant. He said he was cleaning out an old videotape collection. Now listen to this. He was cleaning out an old videotape collection and found what he thought was a recording of R. Kelly. However, it turned out to be an R. Kelly partial sex tape. So, they were he said he was sexually abusing girls and all that good stuff like that. Lying. I feel like the man is lying. Say what you want to say. Y'all came to the table. I feel like the man is lying. The dude is represented by Gloria Allred. She said that it appears to show a separate indictment, because there have been some more indictments for R. Kelly, from the 10 counts of aggravated sexual assault he faces in Chicago. This is something totally different. So this is something totally different that R. Kelly's got to deal with on top of everything else. Homeboy was cleaning out his stuff after he got off his long, 12-hour rotation shift. Went in there and found out, that was a tape. He thought it was R. Kelly. But it's mighty funny. It's mighty funny that now you decide to go and clean out this collection of videotapes. It's mighty funny that now you decide to go and go through your cleaning state. Why do you still have VHSs? What it was you thought you had that tape that looked like Homeboy that everybody done made in the hood, the bootleg, the one that some of y'all saw that want the real thing, that you thought was R. Kelly. And everybody like, bro, that looked like R. Kelly. You knew you had that shit. You went in there, you took it out your stuff. You brown, we about to get paid. You went in there, you put in your good teeth, put your good old blue magic in your hair, and sprayed your good old shit on, and walked down into your attorney office and lied on another brother. I don't want to hear it. I don't believe it. I think it's BS. I think y'all need to not. I don't believe it. I'm gonna say it again. I don't believe it. It sounds like a lie. It's a lie. How all of a sudden you just now, this is what I'm not understanding. How all of a sudden you just now found this tape? That's what I don't understand. How are like you just now, because that's how we can do this. How are you just now going in there? I'm not understanding. All of a sudden now, you find this tape. We ain't gonna deal with that shit. Nope. I got y'all over here on Facebook too. No, we're not gonna deal with that. All of a sudden now you want to bring up and say Homeboy had the stuff. So that's a lot. So not only did he say that, I just wanted y'all to manifest on that. Not only did he say that, Gloria came back and she was saying she acknowledged that she cannot be 100% certain that the man in this tape is R. Kelly. Rest my case. Done with it. You have no case. So what's going to happen is y'all are running behind this whole R. Kelly thing in a different light than what you should be. You know what I mean? They're making it, they're taking it off of the victims and putting it on him as an individual. And that's where we go wrong. That's how people go free. And right now what they're doing, they're about to let him go free. And he's going to go free solely based off of situations like this. This is false information. And they can say this is trying to taint the juror. Anything can go left. Y'all got to know that. Over on Instagram, y'all know that. Anything can go left. It is what it is. I don't think it's going to go down that way, but we're going to see. It is what it is. So, last thing on our agenda for tonight. Well, no, this is not the last thing. This is just our biggest topic that you guys were vocal about, son. Well, I'm saying inbox was going. Instagram, y'all kind of dead. Facebook, on the other hand, y'all came through. Y'all were mad. Y'all was upset when I shared that thing of Oprah. Y'all came on the comments. Y'all was talking about it. Listen. It's bigger than what I watched the interview. I didn't watch the Surviving Neverland only because I didn't see, me watching the interview let me know exactly what the Surviving Neverland was about. And you guys have got to understand, for one, Oprah is a survivor. Oprah was sexually assaulted. And if I'm not mistaken, a child may have her child may, but I'm not 100% sure if that's how her child was conceived. But yeah, it's like It's bigger. It was bigger. And I came into the situation, I came into the light just like y'all. Y'all were like, oh, hell no, Oprah. You trying to bring down another brother. Oh, y'all trying to bring down Michael Jackson. What the hell? This nigga been dead 10 years, da, 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 da. I understand all of that. I got you. That's why I had to go and watch it for myself. So, what I got from the interview was she did what Gail should have done. She asked questions and let them talk. She went into that interview, in my eyes, as a survivor, as a confidant, as a listener. Well, that's a confidant. But also as a real support system. And definitely a journalist. What I took from listening to those guys talk, what I took from that was they were grown men who I did have I think the guy name was, I'm not gonna say his name, but I had my, whatever. What shit I got to say his name? So Wade Robinson and James Safechuck were the two guys who came back and they basically recanted their statements. They said something different, basically saying that they lied and they were actually sexually assaulted by Michael Jackson. But people are getting hung up on, even right now, I don't even know how I want to talk about it because it's more so, it's a twofold, it's definitely a twofold, but it's the awareness that they want to make. But like they said in the interview, it's hard to separate the icon from the man. That's where people have a hard time. And that's the same thing that's going on with R. Kelly at this moment. It's hard for them to separate the icon with the man and realize that this was a situation and this was a reoccurring issue. So that's something that's big. And I want to get into it. Wade Robinson is now 36 and James Safechuck is now 40. Both claim they were befriended by Jackson, then sexually abused by him when they were children. Robinson claims the abuse started when he was 7. Safechuck claims it started when he was 10. Said that he previously told authorities there had been no sexual misconduct. And Robinson also testified in Jackson's defense back in 2005 on his molestation trial. So, ever since all of that took place, they filed lawsuits against his estate. So the first thing that happens, y'all want money. Bottom line. Y'all want money. That's what it is. But apparently that's not, for some cases, that's not what it is. But we can get into it as well. Only issue they had was they didn't file within the statute of limitations. So currently they're doing that, trying to get that or whatever. Contrary to that, Michael Jackson's estate has filed a $100 million lawsuit against HBO. Jackson was acquitted on the child molestation charges back in 2005, and we all know the late great man passed in 2009. And from the beginning, he professed his innocence. I'm innocent, and he couldn't believe it. That's what it is. Excuse me. I got to sneeze. That's what it is. Oprah made this statement, and it's big. It's big. She said this: I know people all over the world are going to be in an uproar and debating whether or not Michael Jackson did these things and whether these two men are lying or not. But for me, this moment transcends Michael Jackson. It's much bigger than only one person. This is a moment in time that allows us to see the societal corruption and like a scourge on humanity. If it gets to you, our audience, to see how it happens, then some good would have come of it. So basically what I took from that was I needed to go into this with an open heart, an open eye. Everything needs to be open. And that's what I did. I was like, bet, let's watch this interview. Let's see what's good. And what I saw in this interview was not them trying to deface the Michael Jackson that we know. That's not what I saw. What I saw in this interview were two men who were finally admitting that they knew that the person that they looked up to, the person that they loved, not being Michael, they actually knew that he had sexually abused them. They knew what sexual abuse was. They could see sexual abuse at this time. Before, they couldn't. I saw a group of people, because the audience also had individuals in there who were sexually assaulted in any kind of way like that. So you had to go into it with open eye, because you couldn't go into it as a Michael Jackson fan and being like, y'all trying to kill Michael. Because I didn't see that. Because even still listening to them guys talk, and it's crazy because they talk about how the person who is your abuser has so much control over you. And they spoke on how they said that the people start to mold you and they start to train you from a young age or a young standpoint for however long they can make this abuse go along. And even now, those guys still sat there and felt like they were doing something wrong by speaking against their abuse and speaking against their abuser. And that's what they were trying to bring to light. How people are abused by people who have this statue, who basically have this, they're people who have this level of life. And you can't surpass. We talking about an individual who showered in Perrier, bathed in Perrier. It's like trying to go against Donald Trump. Like, look at what's going on with this right now. Women have been coming against him, saying that this guy sexually assaulted them. But it's a thing where they're not going to touch that. And this is why I keep hollering at us, because I keep coming up here letting y'all know. We will get on this, but I keep coming up here letting y'all know that we don't stick together. You see how they shut that shit down when somebody speak on Donald Trump? Oh, he touched me this way. They come out and know that she's a bald-faced lie. No, she didn't. No, he didn't do that. I was there. No, he was with us. We were ordering some more McDonald's for another team. Yeah, but when we hear some shit like that nigga did, he did it. Yep. We can't keep doing it because they're bringing us down. How do you get sick? How are you even looking at 64 years for telling a lie? Come on, even if he lied, I don't even care if Jussie Smollett lied at this point. Even if he lied, how in the hell are you looking at 64 years for telling a lie? It's because he's black. Not only because he's black, it's because he's part of the LGBTQ community, and we got to keep it real because people don't want to look at that as well. But that's part of society. That's why we are looking at the situation with R. Kelly right now. The situation with R. Kelly is we've already pinged Bill Cosby. If R. Kelly did what he did, R. Kelly did some of the shit. It is what it is. He needs to be held accountable for what it is. But what we're not going to do is give them the ammunition to shoot our nigga. We're not going to do that. Forgive me, ethically speaking, y'all know how we get up in here. We're not going to give you the ammunition to kill one of us. And that's what we do. We keep doing it continuously. We do it. And that's why we're here now sitting mad and pissed off with Oprah. Because I didn't see, me personally, and I'm going to go to y'all comments and everything. I didn't see, me personally, I didn't see Oprah up there as an individual trying to nail Michael Jackson. That was not what she was doing. I seen Oprah in a spot where she's like, this is good TV. I need this interview. And quite frankly, I don't want nobody else to do this interview. Because let me tell you something. You may say things about Oprah, but in the back of her mind, I feel like there's a conscience. And me personally, me thinking, okay, I have this power, and y'all can ride with me, y'all may not. But check this out. I have the power to do something that other people can't do, and I have the power to do something that if I do it, it's stopped. Nobody else is going to come behind me and try to do it, okay? So I feel like Oprah is like, this is my friend. This is a thing where it can go left real quick, which it did. It did and it didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. This is a thing that can go left real quick. Let me step in. Let me grab this interview. Because if I can take care of it, I can narrate it the way I want it to narrate. Now, she said people are going to be mad. They're going to get backlash. She said, oh, what's she doing? She said it. But at the end of the day, I didn't see her trying to deface, nor did I see. Now, the guy that was on the left-hand side in the blue gave the little Australian kid, he gave me some, I ain't really know. I was like, maybe homeboy do need a little check from down under. Bruh, Outback got the $15.99. If you want you some surf and turf, it's all right. $15.99 for a limited time only. You better go get it. But me personally with him, I don't know. I didn't really feel that. I didn't feel his interview the way I felt the other one. But it's bigger than the person. It's bigger than the man. They're shedding light on abuse and people in power with abuse. Well, who abuse? And it also goes back to, if in fact this happened, it goes back to where Michael Jackson was abused. And then they say the cycle just continues. It just continues. It keeps going. It keeps going. So it's a twofold. Like I said, it's a twofold. I'm going to see what y'all send over here on Facebook real quick before we go out. Because I do got some more information for y'all real quick on some real shit. So somebody said true. Okay, I got you on that. Yeah, that does sound suspicious. Yeah, bullshit. I mean, I didn't watch They Money Hungry Liars. Okay, so I refuse to watch it. I refuse to watch the 4 hours. I'm not going to watch that. Not only because I have ADHD and I can't sit long enough for 4 hours. I don't want to see that. Because you have people up there who are actually telling I'll take on people's burdens. So if I'm sitting there watching you go through something, I'm going to be like, shit, damn. So I don't want to watch it. But I did go through and I did listen to his, I watched the hour-long interview with Oprah. And my thing with that was, I just wanted to see where Oprah was coming from. Because Gail fucked up. You know what I mean? And I saw a lot of people saying Oprah was this, Oprah was that. But Oprah, you got to go watch the interview. You've got to watch the interview because you're not going to see Oprah trying to hurt Michael. You're going to see Oprah asking these guys questions that we want to know. Why did you wait? How do you feel now? Is this about money? Are you looking for money? You know, she's asking these questions. So you need to, I feel like it's a good thing for, just check it out and look at it. It's an hour long. But Oprah's she's asking pretty good questions. I feel, what's the other one we got over here? They Some Money Hungry Liars. I feel like the dude on the left could be fabricating his story just a little bit. I don't know if that's Robinson or not. I do feel like dude could be fabricating his story just a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure. So, I did highlight some parts where Robinson stated he was like, he loved Michael, and at times that he testified, he said he would, basically gush over Michael Jackson. I mean, but both these dudes got kids. So people say, oh shit, they get they almost act like Michael. If you watch it or whatever, yeah, exactly. I don't think over on Instagram, my cousin just said she don't think that I made a good point about Oprah intentions because she probably was like a few other people thinking Oprah shouldn't have been doing it, but Oprah she wasn't trying to kill Michael. That's why I watched, because I'm like, I know damn well you've been in this man's house with his monkeys. So yeah, that's why I watched it. Oprah also asked, when you filed the lawsuit in 2013, were you looking for, some financials? And Robinson was like, basically, that's just what they do. He didn't ask for money, but that's just what they do. They were looking for money. But I see two dudes, I honestly see two dudes where, who are hurt. Like grown-ass men who have still not healed. One dude said he's been through therapy and he's been doing well. And he was like, this wasn't about money. Oprah asked if he felt that he was owed money. And Robinson said that wasn't, he said it wasn't a thought of his. He said, it's just that the legal system. He said that's just the place where they try to get money. All of that. Oprah was saying y'all have to watch the interview. Oprah was saying that she was sitting there watching the Leaving Neverland. And she was like, she did over 217 shows to show and highlight sexual abuse. That's what she did. That's Oprah highlighted. That's what she wanted to highlight it. That's, she said, over 217 shows. She said, you did what I tried to do in 217 shows in 4 hours. She said, and she called the guy. So that's a big thing. It's not about Michael Jackson, y'all. It's not about Michael. It's not. Like she asked the guy, she said, you know, she herself was 42 years old when she actually was doing the show with all the guys that were in there and who were molested and the stepchildren, she said. And it wasn't until one of the child molesters, the accused, said out loud how he had practiced grooming his 13-year-old daughter. And then she said she had a light bulb. And finally realized that at 42 years old, it was not her fault. Because like most people who go through this stuff, who go through sexual assault, sexual abuse, they feel like it's their fault. What did I do? Did I wear something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Did I do something? Did I get... People go through that. And no, it's not your fault. There's some sick motherfuckers out here. Bottom line, it is what it is. Ethnically speaking, it is what it is. It's just some sick individuals out here. And you guys have got to realize, if you are a victim of sexual assault, it is not your fault. If you know someone who is a victim of sexual assault, tell them, let them know it is not their fault. I don't think Oprah's intentions were to hurt Michael Jackson. I think Oprah's intention was to shed light on the situation that we have going on now here in today's society that's been going on over a long period of time, where people in substantial power can do things like this to people and they're mummed. They can't speak. So I feel that's what Oprah was trying to do. I don't think Oprah was trying to kill Michael or any of that. Me personally, I don't think that. You can't watch Leaving Neverland, don't watch it. If you can, check it out, see what's going on. But it was good. Check, it is what it is. So, just want to get y'all revved up. We get ready to go, get ready to shut everything down. I just want to tell you, I appreciate y'all for coming in tonight, tuning in with me every Monday night. We had a lot of damn difficulties tonight. Facebook, it's all right. I'm trying, y'all. I try to do the other page to get the information over there. It ain't working with me. I don't know. But I want to let you guys know who's running for president in 2020. Did you catch that? So, I highlighted some people that I wanted from each party that I just wanted people to know about or whatever. The Democrat Party, the Democratical Party, the donkeys, whatever. Bernie Sanders is not where it's at. Okay? Bernie Sanders is not where it's at. We can't feel the burn. Me personally, I don't want to feel the burn. Like, no, I don't want to feel the burn. It's nasty. So no, we're not, no. Bernie Sanders, it's not even about your age, bro. It's just about, no. You got burnt out. What Bernie Sanders did, because I personally believe last election, if Bernie Sanders was not in the race, Hillary Clinton would have won. Bernie Sanders fucked some shit up. So, few people who are running for president for next year, 2020. Just want to give y'all some names so y'all can check them out and just keep your eye. Guys, you have to vote. If you see what happened with the House Representatives, if I'm not mistaken, it's a Democratic House. That's because people voted. You got to vote. All right, bet. So real quick, Kamala Harris, she's 54. She's a senator from California. She's a former Attorney General of California, former San Francisco District Attorney. She's a Democrat. She says I believe our country wants and needs some leadership that provides a vision of the country in which everyone could see themselves. They believe she will bring a star power and history-making potential to the race that few other Democrats can match. One of the few new Democrats to join Senate after the 2016 race. Quickly drew notice for her tough question of Mr. Trump's cabinet nominees and later his Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. Her signature issue is unveiled middle-class tax cut legislation last fall, and has championed a liberal civil rights agenda in the Senate. That is Miss Kamala Harris. I put it at the top because I know a lot of people are speaking on her, but I really don't know too much about her. Cory Booker. 49, senator from New Jersey, former mayor of Newark. He's a Democrat as well. He said he believes that we can build a country where no one is forgotten, no one is left behind, where we see the faces of our leaders on television and feel pride, not shame. Said they believe he would be one of the most gifted orators in the field, running a political uplift that could recall President Obama's 2008 campaign. He's connected to donors around the country, so they're thinking, yeah, he's gonna have a few money. I kind of like Elizabeth Warren, honestly. She's a senator from Massachusetts. She's a former Harvard professor. She's a Democrat. She said it's time for women to go to Washington and fix our broken government, and that includes a woman at the top. Has done some of the most extensive preparation for a presidential run. She's attempted to dispatch questions about her Native American heritage by releasing the results of DNA tests, the efforts that raised questions about her readiness for a national bid. Her signature issues is income inequality and what she sees as the middle class under attack from big corporations. She's not lying. That's the truth. That's the people that I highlighted for the Democratic Party. For the Republican Party, you have Donald Trump. He's 72, U.S. president, real estate developer. Y'all know about him. You have William F. Wells, 73, former governor of Massachusetts, former federal prosecutor. He's a Republican. His signature issue is a favor of fiscal restraint, free trade, and moderate immigration issues. He said he's tired of Donald Trump, to be honest with you. He said, forget that nigga. So that's what he said in layman's terms, okay? So, just want to let y'all also know people here in North Carolina, people here in Maryland, your Governor Larry Hogan is going to say that he's possibly going to run. Yeah, we're going to see about that. Hogan's cool. Thank everybody for coming in. Y'all know good and well we hope Joe Biden runs. If Joe Biden runs, Joe Biden's going to win. We're going to vote for Joe because we can't have these issues that we had last year. We're not going back into the situations that we went through. You guys know how that is, and we're not going to have that, okay? We're going to leave on out. We're going to turn up.
Look, my bitches all back, my niggas all real, my ride big tall hills, big fat checks, big large bills, run out flip like 10 car wheels, cold ass bitch. I give raw shoes, same different looks to my lips.